Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Keep it going,
Behind the line, it's Gilliam. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Balls in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the gift to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Flips it up in the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertical down.
Here comes the rush, and
games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's the handoff. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. There he goes. Touchdown, Maryland. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
So different because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden head. Where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here.
Don't let us down.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
Keep the ball moving.
Gonna look downfield again. keep this drive humming. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't...
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Trying to turn the corner on the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw. The screen, watch out. Leads it to the open. The 10. Touchdown, Terrapins. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, finally, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintain the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the 1st down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Offensive players, when they let the ball down, they try to make plays, right? Try to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The
physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Connection to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Might be calling a hot route. Lost to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what a great break on the foot. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously, you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. Looking to scramble. Short throw to the sideline. Complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Finds his target down the road. Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to get him on the ground.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Causes a run. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Working that left side now. He's finally shut
second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
We can freeze the defense. We got to make a play here.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crossing. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. They're quick out. That's a foul on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Third down play from the gun. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Do not give it a 22.
Touchdown, Terrapins! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the direct snap, it's Baptiste. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. If you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Using the quick game. Will be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The throw. Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Making side adjustments here. Sends it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders... it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time.
Get set, get set. Let's get some yards, boys.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on them with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Incomplete! That'll be a second and long. Now rolling to the left. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The pull and throw off the RPO. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
This quarterback part of their running game. And this offense looked to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Power ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Flushed out of the pocket. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. Now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He might want another play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on first. That's caught. It's Baptiste. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Pay for this.
They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Got it in the middle, it's Gilliam. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback adapting. Fires downfield. Brings a man on the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Gilliam. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he gets it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
On the ready. Let's go.
Shotgun snap on third down. They're working that left side. Whistled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter what you count. No extra step. It is nice.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Longer. Gringo.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Out